Hello everybody, this is for my vlog. I'm gonna try this, try to play my music a little bit in the background, see if I can, see if that works. Lower the volume down a little bit, play some music off of my CD that I've been promoting. Um, so yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start doing this as part of my vlog now for my music vlog that I started. And um, I'm sorry, I messed that up. This is the reaction channel vlog. So, been through the weekend. Um, Feels like I've been all over the map. That's kind of why I'm trying to keep these vlogs, you know, tell which way's up and which way's down, which way's forward and which way's backward. Sometimes you get into this, like, especially with, getting artistic and creative, you get into these emotional um, places where you're caught up in stuff and you're not associating time, or your checklists, everything will start to seem backwards. Because you're like, wait, where am I? Where was I? And then I go back and review my video logs and go, oh yeah, I had this agenda, I had this goal, I had this and that. So, um, yeah, today's day number 5. So my vlog's probably going to be kind of funky going through. It's like, wait, he had day 3, he had this goal here. Like, is it a consistent goal setting method, or what's your method? I told you I'm new to this, and so I have to keep adjusting and adapting. And I'm realizing, because of the growth of the channel, like I told you all, my expectation was like, oh, I'll be lucky if I got 10 this month, subscribers and people I'll just be communicating with if they do jump on. I don't know. I didn't know what I was expecting, but tapped into something where I fell down some rabbit holes, especially with K-pop and some other stuff popping up now, starting to hit me. And I'm like, whoa, this is a lot more than I thought. And so I have to adapt to this whole new method where, instead of thinking of addressing like 10 people, now it's hundreds. Like, so how do you do that? And so now I'm just looking at YouTube. Does have the tools. Again, like I said, I'm new, so I'm just looking at the tools here, and it has a breakdown of what the top is here. And as you can see on my page, it says right now, it used to be, well, GOT7 was covering everything, and it still does. It's still pretty big. You can see GOT7 was covering all of my top stuff, which is why I was spending a lot of my time there. And then someone recommended Adam Lambert. Well, this one jumped way up to the top. There are a lot of people that love this guy, and I never heard of him before, and I guess they loved my reaction to his video. And so yeah, so now I'm like, I'm just kind of looking at that, just going, okay, so I have this list, and I have all this stuff on my chest, on my shoulders. I feel like it's weighing me down because I've committed to like fulfilling this whole list. Now, trust me, I will get through this list. Whether I get through any new lists that are coming up right now, I cannot commit to that right now, because I'm human and I can only do so much. So just what I have on my shoulders is already weighing like a heavy rock on my chest, because I'd committed to do this list, and the list has grown quite substantially. It keeps multiplying, but I think there's still about maybe 50, I want to say, guesstimation around 50 or 60 on that list still. So to just put a cap on that, so it doesn't keep like putting heavy weight on my chest, I'm going to do those. I'm going to get those done. It's on my list, and it may take me longer than I thought it was going to take, just because other things are piling on. Um, so today, day number 5, I'm adapting to a method of going with the top videos and just going down. I'm going to go to those comments for the right now, Adam Lambert, and I'm just going to look at those and start weighing out which ones are the top requests. And then I'll address my support that way. Say, hey, this is, out of all these requests, this is the top one. So that's going to be my next one for this top video. And then number 2, I'm going to do the same thing for this GOT7 switch parts comparison. I'm going to look through those comments because that was the second biggest thing on my list, or on my thing according to YouTube. And then I'll just address it, maybe hit the top 10 that I'm trying to do every day. I'll try that. I think that's still a good schedule. 10 a day is still good. And so what I'll do is I'll do my 10, and then the extracurricular work that I do for this, like the extra push, like the overtime I put in, will be knocking this other list out. Because of the begin, these were the guys that started with me, and I mean, I'm sure they're still going to be with me. I never want to forget a lot of the people that were with me. I mean, I have names: Sandy, Nina, Destiny, Keith, CLF, Chin Chin. I mean, please don't be upset if I missed you, because there's a bunch of them. I was going to create a list for that, just to show all these wonderful people that have helped me with the GOT7, my GOT7 playlist. So with that, this is how I'm going to have to do it. And then, so for the overtime work, I'll be finishing off this other list that I said I would do. Because that's the thing. When I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. Now, whether it happens a little bit later than it should have, I apologize for that. I'm going to do the best I can to fulfill those requests. I mean, they mean a lot to me to get it done, because I said I would do it. So if I have to attach like an extra 5 videos on top of those 10 to knock out this list, that would take me like another 12 days to knock all of those off the list. And I'd probably start seeing me feel a whole lot better on my vlog. I'll be like, oh, that weight's off my chest, because I said I would do that, and I didn't realize what I was committing to when I started getting into it, because I wasn't taking into account, not only do I have to fulfill that list, but there's going to be more coming down the pipe as I react, because it keeps multiplying into more veins. So I'm like, all right, so now there's got to be a different method. I can't do what I was doing before. It's not going to work for me. So that's where we're at. In this vlog, day number 5 is just to show that it's gotten to this point where, well, it's cool. At least you guys can see. Hopefully people can watch the vlog and learn the transition points, because for me, what that transition's like. Because I usually, when I started watching reaction channels, I'm usually watching when people already have, they're up at like 50,000 subscribers and whatever. And I'm used to them addressing everyone as a group, which is what I usually see, because they're always like, hey, everybody, and you all said this and you all said that. But I never really thought about how they started and what it was like. And I don't know if even they have a record of that. Maybe there's some that do, but I thought I'd at least do mine in case somebody wants to go back in time and go, hey, I want to start a channel up. What does it look like, or how does it start, or what happens, how do you transition? And hopefully this helps. You never know. YouTube has a lot of things that help you. There's people thought of things, like I'm surprised. It never ceases to amaze me what thoughts come up when I'm like, hey, I wonder if I can do this, and then I go on YouTube and there it is. Someone has thought of it, someone is doing it, someone is like explaining it, breaking it down. And I'm just like, man, I'm so grateful this tool is here. This is amazing, because it's like, it's better than just searching something on the internet and reading. You're actually, for me, being a visual audio visual guy, it's cool to see someone on a video doing something and explain it, breaking it down. And I just used a lot of that in my past. I never really thought about, I was just one of those extra views, I guess, on that person's channel, but I never really thought about, because I guess on the internet we tend to think of each other as just, sometimes we can think of each other as digits or robots, I guess, because it's just like, oh, thanks, man. I just used your channel to get what I wanted and I'm out of here. In real life, we wouldn't do that to one another. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't come up and just use your service at your garage or something and just watch you do something and go, all right, see you, like you don't matter anymore. Like, now I know how to change this, starter out of my car. Like, being human to human, we'd be like, man, thank you, whoever your name is, and man, how can I help you out too? Or how can I show you some service? How can I show you some love for helping me out? That's what we would do, in our analog world, in the face-to-face world. But in the internet realm, it's like,